I found a real daughter in the dump. The system asked me to raise her, scold her, bully her every day, and train her to be tough. I strongly agreed. It's not that simple. I hate kids the most. But I can't just hate her, she is mine, my daughter. 16 years later, I met her family at the school gate. I stepped on a man's handkerchief and held 2 starches in my hand. Her parents drove a luxury car and held 16 gifts. From the age of 1 to 16, all the male owners looked at me. Thank you for your hard work these years. The fake daughter looked at the real daughter's sister. Don't drive me away. The real daughter looked at them strangely and ran straight to me. She grabbed the starch. Dad, you eat this again. When I found the real daughter next to the trash can, she was just 1 month old. She was very thin and even cried as weak as a kitten. But when I held her, she stopped crying. Her round eyes stared at me and bent over. I frowned and said, don't think I'll be confused by you. I raise you purely for money. The system is a little speechless. Then why did you pinch her face? I had to shrug my shoulders. Damn it. I was confused. I soon regained my mind. I kept the principle of malnutrition. I bought her the cheapest milk powder, but she didn't seem to like it. Her little nose was wrinkled and her eyes were full of grievances. She was really picky and didn't like to drink. But she reached out her little hand and held my index finger and shook it. The next morning, I got another part-time job. I bought a better milk powder. Is this right? She can't grow up if she doesn't drink good milk powder. If she doesn't grow up, how can I exchange her for money? She was very quiet when she slept at night. I went back and forth to check her nose every minute. It's normal to search on the internet for a baby who doesn't cry. Until the 6th check, I finally woke her up. What are you doing? I'm just sure she won't die. When the little guy grows up to 3 years old, I can finally play my malnutrition instinct. From today on, I'll pinch her chubby little face. The devil is low and you tie your own shoelaces. Maybe genes are natural. Jen Qianjun is very smart. She soon learned to tie her own shoelaces, sleep on her own, eat on her own, and even wash her own socks. What kind of abuse is this? You don't understand. My plan has just begun. Next, I'll make her learn to mop the floor, learn to cook, learn to do dirty work, and make her my slave. That's the right direction. I didn't expect Jen Qianjun to be so obedient and let her do whatever she wants. But as her most strict father, I don't allow her to make any mistakes. So after she turned over the mop, I hugged her arm and cruelly blamed her. You're so stupid. Your parents will hate you in the future. She cried her eyes out and ran into the room. I followed her closely and eavesdropped. The sound of her crying was getting smaller and smaller. I was so anxious. What should I do? Did she faint from crying? It's not that serious. You're right. I'll wait another 5 minutes. That's right. 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 1 minute. Forget it. Let's just take a look. The sound of the painting hasn't fallen yet. I've pushed the door in. When I went in, Jen Qianjun was painting on the table. I hugged her and explained to her. I said nonsense just now. You're so cute. Your parents won't hate you. Dad, there were 2 people. I don't want others. I just want my dad. I was silent. Dad, don't cry. I didn't cry. Then I found blaming her didn't work on her. Instead, I made myself cry every time. So I changed the move. I bought a 10-character book and taught her to read. What is this? You don't understand. I'm going to crush her with learning. On the first day, I taught her you and me. On the second day, I taught her to love, hate, like and hate. I love you, Dad. On the third day, she was excited like a chicken. She said I love you, Dad. I love you, Dad. I blushed. Damn it. It didn't work. Before she went to primary school, I wanted to register her. Then I realized I didn't give her a name. I kept calling her little guy. This is a critical point. You have to give her an unforgettable name to make her struggle. Here I suggest the name of Zhao Di, which is very popular. Zhao. I thought about it for a night. The next day, I registered her and asked the system for credit. I listened to your suggestion and gave her a name she wouldn't like. You finally figured it out. You will be called Lu Ziyu from now on. I managed to laugh a few times. Little guy hates rainy days. I'll call her Ziyu. She will be angry. Dad, thank you for letting me have the same last name as you. It doesn't seem right. After going to primary school, I told her to study hard. Lu Ziyu was obedient. She became more calm. She stopped calling me dad every day. She did housework and homework before going to bed for me. See, we really lost. It shows that the plan for the baby is going well, but I couldn't help sneaking into her room to see what she was doing. The next day after school, she bought 2 starch sausages and walked over. Where did you get the money? Didn't you put it in my bag secretly? I put it in there by accident. Then you were not careful the day before. You were not careful last week. You were not careful last month. Besides, these are all junk food. Who told you to eat them? I noticed her and ate all the starch sausages in a blink of an eye. 2 hours later, I brought my own starch sausages into her room. See, this is called healthy. Lu Ziyu didn't speak, but her eyes were bright. She ate the starch sausages cleanly. You are. What do you know? I just asked her to test the poison for me. I was satisfied. Lu Ziyu was very smart. She got almost full marks. Finally, in the final exam of the 3rd grade, she got 98 marks in English. Why are you so careless? Why did you lose those 2 marks? I'm sorry, Dad. I'll be more careful next time. Lu Ziyu admitted her mistake and entered the room in silence. This is a good move. I forgot Lu Ziyu's back and cried before I could speak. God, what did I do? You didn't do anything. A few minutes later, Lu Ziyu came to the kitchen to cook. She saw me crying in the corner. I stood up immediately and wiped my face. Dad, you cried again. I didn't cry. I was choked by the oil smoke. Dad, I'll get full marks next time. What do you know? I know that you love me very much. I held on and secretly held her shoulder. Don't you want to educate her? Shut up. This is called a half-eaten tiger. When she believes me, I'll hurt her fiercely. But I've been waiting for a long time, but I didn't get the chance. Instead, I waited for Lu Ziyu, who was crying, to go home. I haven't seen Lu Ziyu cry for a long time. As soon as she came home, she was lying on the table. Xiao Yu, what's wrong? Tell me, did someone bully you? I turned around anxiously. I didn't know what to say, so she cried with me. They said I wasn't Dad's biological child. That's it? I let my guard down. Yes, I found you next to the trash can. Lu Ziyu was shocked. Really? Yes. I'm very calm. I often tell her that she found me in the trash can, but she didn't expect it to be true. She shut her mouth and cried. What's wrong? Lu Ziyu's brain is overloaded and stopped crying. Am I good to you? Yes. Have I raised you for so many years? Yes. You're not my biological child. Will it affect the situation? Lu Ziyu has been thinking about it for a long time. No, that's it. It's a difficult question to answer. It can cause psychological trauma to Jen Qingjin. Don't worry, I have my own rhythm. The next day, Lu Ziyu went to school. Those annoying male classmates laughed at her again for being the adopted child.